if you've only been watching wrestling for a month and you know nothing of its history, you're still a fan. And anybody that tells you otherwise is just annoying. I remember when I first started doing content creation, that was probably like my number one most aggravating comments that I would get. Don't you know this and this happened? Well, don't you know so and so? Like, and it was just really annoying because it's like, why would you need to know the very first person to ever enter a wrestling ring to be a fan of what you're seeing on TV today? It was like the dumbest thing ever. I started doing a podcast with a couple of people, and it was just like, well, I don't know that much about wrestling. I don't know as much as everybody else does. Like, well, why is she doing a podcast if she doesn't know a lot about wrestling? And I was like, well, people still showed up. People still watched it. Must not matter as much as you think it does. And this isn't to mean that, oh, I wouldn't do my research. I did know a little bit about wrestling. I was a fan for a really long time, but it's just never enough now, is it? And I still get these comments all the time. They don't bother me. It's just one of those things where it's like, you don't know me. You don't know why I'm a wrestling fan. So I know there's a lot of new creators that are coming up, and a lot of them are women. And there's always this notion from men, not all men, but a lot of the insecure, toxic men on these platforms. They see a woman and they think, she doesn't know anything about pro wrestling. Let me tell her about it. And it's like, what? I get mansplained things all the time. It's just so funny to me that men need to be validated in what they think is a unique knowledge that they have about pro wrestling. That is only a knowledge that men can possess. And they cannot fathom the fact that somebody is on TikTok or Instagram or Reels, or is that Instagram? That's Instagram. YouTube, that may not know as much as they do, but it's just a little bit more popular, or way more popular than they are. So that's their way of coping. So keep coping, guys. Keep coping.